The Cape Independence Advocacy Group just wrote an open letter to Donald Trump, not to the South African government, not even to the African Union, to the President of the United States. They are asking a foreign power to intervene in the internal affairs of South Africa. And that is treason. That is blatant treason. They want the US to pressure South Africa into allowing a referendum in the Western Cape. They want a homeland for people with a Western character and a Western outlook. That is what the letter says. They want a country within a country, a separate state for people who do not want to be governed by the black majority government. Let me be honest and brutal at the same time. The last time white people demanded a homeland for themselves in South Africa, it was called apartheid. They called them the Bantu stands for black people. Now they want one for themselves. How ironic. In their letter, they talk about Afrikaans being being spoken by white people or white South Africans and the so-called colored people. So-called, that's what they said, as if colored people or colored identity is not real, as if colored people are not legitimate. They put the term in quotation marks like it is something to be questioned. This tells you exactly how they see colored people, not as equals, as a group they can use to pad their numbers, but whose identity they will dismiss when it is convenient for them. They want colored people to support Cape independence, but they will not even acknowledge their existence with air quotes or without air quotes. They want, or they say they are ideologically aligned with the US and Europe. They criticize South African government for aligning with China, Russia, and Iran. But just recently, the United States held a meeting with a communist country, which is China, and publicly praised its leader. So the issue is not about ideology. The issue is about who is allowed to have allies. South Africa cannot align with the East, but the West can align with communists when it suits them. This is not a principle, guys. This is just a quest for power, a quest to colonize South Africa again. Let me say this plainly, right? They do not want to be governed by a black government. That is the entire point of Cape independence. They want a Western aligned state where white people and the so-called coloreds are governed by people who share their Western outlook. But ask yourself, guys, if Cape independence happens, who will actually run things? The same economic elite, our Rob Herzog and Phil Craig, the same billionaires who do not want to address the inequality in South Africa, but they want an independent state. The same landowners, the same people who have never addressed the inequality in Khayelitsha, in Gugulethu, in the townships of the Western Cape that remain poor while the Cape Town CBD glows.